Okay, so here is today's review versus Charlton. A 1-1 draw, a very late equaliser, and a game with a lot of chances and a game of two halves, massively taking that property to a new level. So within today's game we had a penalty, we had 93rd minute goal, them scoring when they shouldn't have, and us drawing out a game that we could have easily won. 10 minutes into the game, we were on top. We were all over them. Had a couple of big chances for Hogan and Duke that were missed. Gardner had one also. So some early big chances for Blues, which we didn't take, which were obviously a bit of a nuisance to us because we need the goals. We need them fast. We need the points. We need them now. But with that obviously comes pressure. So you're having 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities early. Then Hogan, Duke gets his penalty. I think it was Duke, but it was a penalty given, and Hogan takes it. Great save by the keeper. But then it came back to him, and he missed a sitter. He missed a very big sitter there. He put the ball over the bar, and that could have changed the game and the ethics of the game and the way the game was played so much. Because we'd have gone 1-0 up, we would have had the opportunity to implode on the game and show what we had and the talents we had at this point. Coming out from missing that penalty, we looked a bit less at the game, if that could be a way to describe something. We looked like we had less, and we didn't look the same team as we did before the penalty. We had a couple more chances, but we just didn't look the same team at all. And then, obviously, the goal that happened. Now, we can argue all day long whose fault it was. There is 3 key problems / errors with that goal. One, there was a blatant foul on Juki. There was a blatant foul on Juki for them to win the ball, to put it down the side. They put the ball down the side, and Colin was too far up the pitch. Left a big space and didn't run back fast enough. So their player got past him and put the ball across the box, where 2 centre-halves were not marking a man wide open in the middle. Pedersen's trying to run over and mark him, but can't in time for him to put it in the back of the net. This is a huge mistake, a huge error, a huge problem for our club. Obviously, our defending hasn't been great of recent, considering we've been conceding 3 goals here and there and everywhere. But going into that point, being 1-0 down, the pressure was massively on us, and you expected Blues to want to turn up. You expected the Blues of past to show, the Gardners and those kind of players, and Harley Dean after what he said at the last game. And Harley Dean became a little bit better in the second half. I would give him a little bit better. I thought Bella had a good first half. I thought Crowley had a very good first half. Hogan, once again, just didn't look at it today. He was running at them. He had a couple of shots, but he just didn't look at it. And then missing that penalty, I think he needs a goal desperately to get back to his normal self, which I think is why he took the penalty. But I just wouldn't have given a penalty to a man who is not in scoring form at the moment. It was blatant they were giving it him, so he'd get confidence back and hopefully have confidence fire for his body, score 2 or 3 in the game, get back to his scoring form and be back what he was pre-lockdown. But he didn't. He missed, and then he lost even more confidence when being brought off. Now, I'll give huge credit to Spooner and Gardner. I thought the subs made sense other than the Bella sub. I would not have brought off Bella. Bringing on Bellingham was a great idea. It needed to happen. Bringing on Reed needed to happen, as Hogan wasn't at the ballpark at all. There was way too many problems going on. The subs made a difference. The second half, we were nowhere near as good as the first half. We weren't showing for anything. The passion looked like it... Well, there was no passion. There was none. It just didn't look the same team. It looked like the same team we've had over the past 4 or 5 matches. And from that comes problems. We can't be losing games like this and pushing into the 88th, 89th minute, Bellingham being one of the main showers of talent and like he cares for anything. It's a bit worrying, but Bellingham put that one ball across. Harley Dean went at it and tried to do some fancy flick stuff, which did slightly annoy me at the point when he'd done it, and I thought, oh my word, he's not done that again, has he? The keeper saves it, and it comes back, and then Duke just slashes at it, hits the ball, and it goes in, and relief. Relief was the main thing that came through me. Thinking, oh, we've scored. Maybe we can go on to win this, but I will take a point after that second half. After these last few games, I'll take a point pressuring the other teams to need to win their 2 games. I'll take a point knowing that we only need 1 point from 2 games. This is the kind of thing we needed. We needed something out of this game desperately. It was a relegation 6-pointer. If we would have won, we would have been safe. Drawing the match, we're not safe, but we're 1 point off safety. In reality terms, unless they win both of their games. So, it's not the worst scoreline, but it's certainly not safety yet. But Hull, I think, are still playing Luton. I think it's Hull-Luton next, and if they draw, we're safe. If one of them win, the other one can't catch us, and the other one needs to obviously win. The one that won needs to win their last game to catch us. So, we're looking safer than we did last game, before this game, but the pressure's still on. The pressure's still not over. And a lot of people have asked what my opinions are on the board and other things. I've mentioned in previous vlogs, I think TTA need to be out, TTA need to go. But if TTA are staying, I think Dongren needs to go. Because I feel Dongren, obviously, is one of the major people that are in charge of a lot of things and showing a lot of negativity. And there's not really many, I don't know what to call him, his job. Advisors? Managing directors that have offices at the training ground and take all of the things from the ground to the training ground and all this. It was strange decisions, but turning up at the training ground in training gear and all that and looking like he's involved does get a bit worrying. But I feel like Dongren needs to go before anything can be changed. And if the whole of TTA can go, I think it would be a good look for the club. Now, it's unlikely, but a man can hope. A man can dream. But all we're dreaming of at the moment is trying to get to safety. Losing today, I think Dongren may well have been sacked. But hey ho. On to our next game. Final away game of the season. Preston. Hopefully we can get the point we need there. 3 points even. Either. But who knows. So, the poll today, the least points were to draw. So, congratulations to those who put draw. Well done. And the most people had put a Charlton win on the poll. So, there you go. Up until the 93rd minute, you guys were right. Anyway, keep right on. See you at the next vlog.